Good evening, folks. Did not want to hit the hay without another quick update on the CBA. So, Brianna Stewart's been out there talking. So, let's just cover a little bit of what she said. She's floating this idea that, February 1st will be the magic date. Now, this isn't based on anything that has been cast in stone, but it gives them a few more weeks. They have agreed to bargain in good faith. They are not talking about striking. It's something they have in their back pocket. Okay. The players feel like the WNBA isn't taking these negotiations seriously. And, I can't say that I blame them, honestly. Um, so here's what we're looking at. The WNBA has told the teams that they can send out their free agent offers. However, it is unlikely that anyone will sign, uh, given the current status of the CBA negotiations. So while teams are free to make their moves, there is little likelihood that anyone is going to sign anything that's going to commit them to anything before the CBA is finished. Okay. Um, so it's kind of a moot point, but I guess it lets the team show people who's interested in the players at this point. Okay. Um, you know, what's going to end up happening is that everything's going to be squashed in towards the end. Okay. The expansion draft, we haven't got the schedule settled yet because the CBA isn't signed. The college draft doesn't happen until April anyway. So that's a little bit off in the distance. But what will happen is the stuff that's up the front will get squashed in um, further on down. Okay. So, which means that the free agency stuff and the expansion draft is going to be the most affected by this, I believe. So that's where we are. Okay. No strike, no lockout. They're continuing on a status quo basis, which means they are bargaining in good faith, and the talks continue. And, you know, that's what we hope for. Okay. They still want a 2026 season. Both sides do not want to see that change. At some point, someone's going to have to blink. And that's the nature of this beast. So before I close this out, just a couple of things, right? There are some people out there who, for whatever reason, think that they have to pump up Caitlin Clark by dumping on the rest of the women that play basketball. Okay. You know, comments like, most of the women that play in the league are just, you know, not worthy of playing in the league. And let me just say this, okay? And this is true of all sports. Number one, number one, there are generational players very infrequently in all of sports. Caitlin Clark is one of those players, okay? But there have been many great players in the WNBA who haven't been generational players. There have been many great players in the NBA who haven't been generational players. Many great players in professional baseball, professional football, professional hockey who haven't been generational players. Every player on a team has a role to fill. Some of those people play coming off the bench to give the better players a break. Okay. Some people are defensive specialists. Okay. Some people are purely 3-point shooters. Some people are just fill ins for other players. But that's why they have things in all of sports, like professional sports called the Sixth Man Awards. Okay? Every player on every team is there because they're worthy of playing. Every person who gets drafted out of college is worthy of playing. Now, do some players not make it? Yes, some players don't make it. But not every player in any sport has to equal what Caitlin Clark does in order to belong. That's absurd. Okay? And it's insulting. And I'm sorry, and I hate to say this, but it's a fact because I spent a considerable amount of time reading comments on almost every single content creator's site, every single publication's comment section. And invariably, there are men out there who just like to dump on women's sports. And don't tell me there aren't. I'm not going to be gaslit by this bullshit because I've seen it far too much. Okay? And it's starting to get on my nerves when I see them on my threads. And I'm not mentioning any names because if you're doing it, you know who the hell you are. There are some people who don't ever show up to make a comment unless they have something negative to say about women's sports. Like, how about the guy who said the only thing that can save the WNBA is to lower the hoops? Oh, why? Because the only value is in dunking? Oh, stop, please. Don't annoy me like that. So that's where I am tonight. I just needed to get that off my chest. I just wanted to give you a little update on the WNBA with regards to the CBA. I don't want to hear about how I don't want any comments from any about these ridiculous women or these greedy women. You've got to be kidding me. Okay? Just don't even go there if that's what you're going to say. Because what's going on right here in the WNBA right now has happened in every single sport at one time or another. And I've been watching sports long enough to know that it has. So that's it. I'm just going to say good night. I will be back tomorrow. We will do some Caitlin Clark highlights. I got some great ones to show you. But tonight, I just wanted to get this in before I hit the hay. I'm back at work tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow night. Have a wonderful evening and a great day tomorrow.